All right, so on question 5 of 5.2, it gives you a series, and then you're going to find the first four terms in the sequence, and then you have to write the expressions of the first four terms in sequence of partial sums. And then in the last part, which is where your question comes from, it says, instead, let's use the summation capabilities of the calculator to compute decimal approximations rounded to 4 decimals of the following partial sums. So the sum of the first 5 terms. So how do you do that on this calculator? So you go to the math menu, and then you're going to scroll down, and you're going to find letter 0. It says summation. So I'm going to choose that, or you can hit enter once you highlight it. And then you have the summation formula. And so I'm just, instead of using n, I'm just going to use x because I can just hit this button. The variable doesn't matter here. And this is, if you take a look at your summation formula, it starts at n is equal to 1. And then, but we are finding for the first 5, so the top, the summation would end at 5 terms. So that's going to go at the top here. And then I'm going to put in the formula. So again, I have n on my screen, but I'm just going to use the x. A few ways you can enter this n. I can enter it like this. Oh, sorry, it's the square root. The second square root of x. And then right arrow over so that it ends at square root, and then divide by x plus 3. So I could enter it in like this. This shows the square root of x divided by the addition of x plus 3. I have to put those parentheses around that. And so here I get the value, and I would round this to 4 decimal places. So right here is where I would end. Looking at this number, it's less than 5, so I can end it with the 7. If it was 5 or more, I would round this up. Another way I can put this in, so let me show you for the next one. So instead of retyping all of this, I can hit second enter and bring that down in the previous entry, and then I can put in the number. Now I want the sum of the first 10. So, and then hit enter. But what I said was, let me show you a different way to input this. So here's the 2.6739, rounding this 8 up. I will hit the math button, and then again go to 0. And I'm going to use x equals 1. And then we'll do the next one, which is, so arrow up to that box. This is the first 50 terms. So we don't want to write out. It would be very tedious to enter those first 50 terms, right? So you want to use this, the calculator summation to do this. Now, another way, if you hit alpha y equals, it will produce this. And so it'll give me a fraction. So I can put in the square root of x divided by x plus 3, and then I don't have to put those parentheses in. So just showing you another option with this calculator. And here is the sum of the first 50 terms, 9.533. And so that's how you would do these problems. And again, that shortcut second entry gives me the previous entry, so I don't have to retype all this, and I can just arrow back to the 50 and change it to 100. And now hit enter, and I get the next one. So we see that, and we want 4 decimal places again, so we would end it here. And that's how you use the summation capabilities of the TI-84.